These buy low candidates in Dynasty are guys that you absolutely should be going and getting on your roster. So be targeting these guys. Go make trade offers for these guys. Let us know what you're able to pull off. Let us know in the comments. Do us a huge favor before we get into these buy lows. Make sure you drop a like on the video, like on 3123. Nathan was late again,
No,
and make sure
not.
you subscribe to the channel. We've got Dynasty content coming out all season long
Literally
and
got
into
two
next. Nathan, you were late. Watch the tape.
I will.
Flockfantasy.com/domain is where you can find all of our exclusive content. And if you choose the annual Mother Flocker tier, you get one of these. Team Blueprints. It's a good idea of what your Dynasty team build is now, and also a multi-year plan for your Dynasty team. And they try to laugh at me when I get through my little ads here, and they cannot drag me down. Flockfantasy.com/domain, all of our exclusive content. The first buy low that we're going to have, we did not discuss who's going to do these. I'm going to start with the first one. It's Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's been a buy since the second his ACL went
Pop.
As soon as it did it, as soon as I saw him fall, I stood up at the TV, I pointed, and I said, bye, that man. Bye. Ain't no lie, baby, bye.
Oh my god!
Look at Kyler's fantasy points per game, a graphic on the screen, over the last 4 years. 18.2, which was 11th, 24, which was 3rd, 22, which was 4th, and 18.9, which was 7th. Kyler Murray, certified fantasy stud. Can't argue with it. Listen, this year, yes, Kyler's stock absolutely has to be adjusted because he's probably not going to play this year. And if he does, he will not be the dynamic rushing threat that he normally is until probably next year.
Blah, blah, blah. His floor is a QB1.
Yeah. Seriously. Like, at this point, honestly, the only thing that sucks about Kyler Murray is that we were wrong about buying him 6 months ago because he's dang near half that now. I mean, he's falling as far as the 4th or 5th we've seen at times, and we thought he was a value falling at the 2.6 in Dynasty startups.
I mean, look, again, Kyler has never averaged less than 18 points per game. In 2021, he had 270 passing yards per game, 24 touchdowns, and 30 rushing yards per game, as well as 5 rushing touchdowns. Not to mention, guys, that's just the production. We're talking about Dynasty and QB value security. What is the first thing you're going to point to, boys?
Contract.
There you go. Contract. Yes. So Kyler Murray is on a 5-year, $230 million contract.
We have to address Caleb Williams here.
Look, I know.
No, I'm serious.
Well, we will. I'll get there. Kyler Murray is not a bad QB. Stop with your casual Kyler takes and buy him low. And listen, I know it's concerning that he was in a bra last week. I know it is. I was also alarmed. However, Kyler in a bra is still a higher upside fantasy QB than a lot of the guys you're drafting over him right now.
If he wears a bra, he's still going to score 18 points per game. I mean, I would watch him play in a bra every single week if he got 18 points per game.
Now we're getting back to Nathan and Jelani Woods territory. Talk about Caleb Williams if you want to. I think this is a legitimate discussion.
We have to address Caleb Williams because I think it honestly is kind of silly that we even have to talk about it, but we have to talk about it because it's dumb. The Cardinals are so bad at so many different positions. They are so depleted. They literally have like backups to backups that are starting defensively going into this year. Yeah. When you have a franchise quarterback that is on a 5-year, $230 million contract, you do not spend your not even set in stone first overall pick on an unproven rookie quarterback and ship off a guy that you guaranteed a ton of cash. They can't afford that. It literally, like, the salary cap is a thing, and anyone saying that they're going to get rid of Kyler Murray and get Caleb Williams, like, that completely ignores so many logistics.
You're yelling at the audience.
I'm not yelling. I'm being realistic here. Like, if they get the first overall pick, which is a big if, the Rams are really bad. Houston could be really bad. Chicago could be really bad. Like, there is no guarantee they get the first overall pick. So why are we shorting Kyler Murray, assuming that all these things have to fall in place, and then betting on the Cardinals trading away the guy that they just signed a year ago?
Yeah. So what Nathan is trying to say is a future #1 overall pick for the Cardinals should not affect Kyler's dynasty.
No, even if they get it, they're going to trade back and just get a bunch more assets that they need on the defensive side of the ball.
Kyler's a QB you can win because of.
Yes.
Don't overthink it, please.
Absolutely. Nathan, if you'll calm down, I'll let you take the next guy.
I'm chill. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't take this guy.
No, you're
and I
good.
would love for you to chime in and go off like I just did. And yeah, I would love to hear you yell.
I'm not going
no
to
one will get mad at
be the
you for
most
yelling.
liked comment on this video.
CJ Stroud,
Soapbox.
oh my gosh, that middle guy sucks. CJ Stroud, 2 for 4, 13 yards, 1 interception, and 1 stack. Stroud sucks. Sell. Just get him off your roster now. He's the next bust. He's worse than Trey Lance. He threw an interception in the preseason. I mean, he looked abysmal against Bill Belichick and the Patriots for his first preseason game. I, for one, am completely concerned about CJ Stroud. I think he's absolutely horrible. Absolutely nothing has changed, in all seriousness. Nothing changed. Let's remind you guys about Stroud's situation, draft capital, and team investment. That's all important. So if you look at his stats in 2021, 441 pass attempts, 4,400 passing yards, and how many touchdowns? 44 touchdowns.
That's not very
Is
many.
that good?
389 passing attempts in 2022, 3,600 passing yards, and 41 passing touchdowns.
That's decent.
That's, yes, granted in college. That's still, top of the line, man. That's why he went 2nd overall in the draft. A thing to note about CJ Stroud going 2nd overall in the draft, you could make an argument that the Texans traded up for the 3rd overall pick to block off Tennessee from trading up to get CJ Stroud, and then they got Will Anderson.
They did.
I don't think you guys realize if the Texans suck next year, or this season, they don't have their own 1st-round pick next year. They are stuck with CJ Stroud for at least 2 seasons if he really is that bad. That means value insulation.
But here's the thing. CJ Stroud's not bad.
Exactly.
And nothing that you saw in his first 4 attempts in the NFL in a preseason game should change that. And here's the thing. CJ Stroud was a victim of being in the first game on that slate of the first week of the preseason. People are antsy for some football takes. All the Twitter pundits are out. Everybody's tagging each other. Go follow everybody.
Because the Hall of Fame game doesn't count.
And then they're like, Stroud just threw a pick. I told you, Ohio State QBs. First of all, helmet scouting, lazy. Always has been, always will be. And we shouldn't be doing it. But here's the thing. We should not be making any assumption. Nothing should be changing with any of these players in the preseason, period. Not just CJ Stroud, but period. And look, if you're league mates, I saw CJ Stroud go for Jordan Love in 2 seconds. If you want to go get, CJ Stroud, listen, CJ Stroud's a better prospect than Jordan Love was, and he has way better draft capital. Even though Jordan Love has a pretty good ceiling, that's a deal I'm taking all day.
Yeah.
Look, if you've got league mates that are
CJ
going
Stroud has almost as much experience as Jordan Love does too. So
It's just what's hilarious.
Guys, this is just a smart market value move. I don't care what your opinion is on CJ Stroud. It can be whatever you want it to be. But if you want to play Dynasty smart and you want to play Dynasty well and you want to win your leagues, this is a time where you capitalize on the market value dip that CJ Stroud is going to suffer because of his 1 interception in his first preseason game.
The next one you had to have seen coming.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna take both of these guys because I feel like they kind of run together.
Take Bofa.
Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is absolutely a buy. He's a buy. He's a buy. There's no other way to say it. I'm going to say it again. He's a buy. Jonathan Taylor in 2021. Are you ready for this? He was first in 1, carries, red zone touches, rushing yards, total touchdowns, points per game, juke rate, evaded tackles, breakaway runs, and yards created. First in the league in all of those.
That's not enough.
That's not. He needs to be first in more categories.
Correct.
To be a buy.
For some reason, I'm seeing people rate their top 5 running backs in the league, and they're saying Jonathan Taylor is 6 or 7 at best, and he was the product of the Colts' incredible O-line in 2021. Well, tell me you didn't watch the games without telling me you didn't watch the games.
They weren't that incredible.
No.
Jonathan Taylor, however, it's technically the same offensive line, so I don't know why he would have been bad last year. Maybe it's because the offensive line was bad. But now you have Anthony Richardson opening up running lanes there. You look at the effect Lamar Jackson has on the running game. Look at the effect Jalen Hurts has on the running game. They open up rushing lanes. They have the threat of the RPO, and that helps running backs tremendously. Besides that, Jonathan Taylor is already the best player on the Colts offense. He's going to continue to be, and the offense will run through him. They have a rookie QB. We saw Anthony Richardson for the first time this weekend. He's going to be rough his first year, whether you like that or not. We don't like that, but he's going to be rough. The offense is going to run through Jonathan Taylor, and he's going to take a lot of pressure off of Anthony Richardson. He's falling a whole round or even more in ADP right now, and someone going in the 3rd, 4th round, I loved him in the middle of the 2nd. I'm going to say it. He has the capability to finish number 1 overall.
No.
Shut up, Simon. You don't know ball. You just don't know ball.
It's not like back in 2021, he maybe was first in points per game. So I personally, I think he can do it again. I know it's crazy and completely impossible, but
the funny thing is he's going to get so much love for saying that, and we get crapped on for saying it.
You can say the exact same thing we do, and you're going to get love for
I
it.
just got more charisma.
Yeah.
Hippie.
But
Jeez.
Behind him, we have Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs last
Josh
year.
Jacobs is mine. What are we
I said
doing?
I'm
he
doing
said
both of
second
them.
both.
Oh my gosh.
Give it to him.
Josh Jacobs was the running back 1 in Standards League last year. And, you know, obviously Josh Jacobs, he's left Las Vegas and he's never going back. You know, he's getting the Henry Ruggs treatment. But
Wait, hold on. You said he left Las Vegas?
He left Las Vegas.
Nathan.
They saw him leaving the Las Vegas airport.
Wait, time out. Nathan, I want you to lead the set. Walk off the set. Do it. Nathan is leaving the set, Simon.
Nathan's
that means he's never coming
back.
back. He's not. Bye, Nathan. Bye. Wait, Nathan.
Nathan must never be coming back.
You can come back now. You can come back. Oh, it's Nathan. He's back. Look, it didn't mean anything that he left, right? Because we're bored and stupid with our takes.
Yep. Josh Jacobs, he's 25 years old. We saw what he did last year. Last year, he was 3rd in snap share, right? So he's on the field a lot. 1st in opportunity share. Oh, that means he must be getting the ball a lot. 3rd in weighted opportunities. 1st in rush yards. 8th in receiving yards. 10th in receptions. 6th in total touchdowns. Oh, 3rd in fantasy points per game. Number 1 in yards created.
Is that good?
Bro, Josh Jacobs is going to do the same thing as Jonathan Taylor next year. And what is that? Produce.
Yep, produce.
Enough said.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the last one.
But not enough said.
But not,
TJ Hockenson.
Yeah, well, that was enough said about Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about TJ Hockenson, look, in TJ Hockenson, in PPR scoring, TJ Hockenson had 13.2 points per game with Minnesota. In Detroit, he had 12.2 points per game. There was a 39.9 point outlier, and that accounted for 46% of his Detroit production. So you're looking at a significant jump when he switched teams halfway through the year. A little bit more than
That's
halfway
just
through
in
the year.
PPR scoring. And
And
tight
that's
end
in
premium,
PPR.
it's a
Tight end
bigger gap.
premium.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so tight end premium, yes, you amplify that. He was 4th among tight ends in team target share. He was 2nd in targets, receptions, and receiving yards. He was dominant all around when he was on the field. And look, Jordan Addison does impact TJ Hockenson. You can't deny it. However, for some reason, TJ Hockenson only went up to like the 4th, 5th round this year. And TJ Hockenson is still only 25 years old? 25?
I think he's probably 26.
26 years old? Either way, for a tight end, he's young. He's got great draft capital. He's in a great situation. And he's playing alongside not only the best receiver in the NFL, but one of the best wide receiver twos now in the NFL. He's going to be open constantly. He has a capable QB. He's playing in Minnesota, obviously. And look.
Oh, hey, welcome back, Nathan.
Oh, thanks, man. I just figured I'd leave for a little bit because I could.
Yeah. Anyways.
He's going to be guaranteed to get favorable matchups, like I kind of mentioned, because of Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison there. He's entering the long prime. Tight ends have a long prime in their career. He is entering those years now. He's still very young, and we could see a Mark Andrews level rise in ADP next season for him. You saw Mark Andrews last year go to the early second, the mid second. Even he's dropped back a little bit. TJ Hockenson, still a lot of room to grow for a tight end, especially in tight end premium leagues. You have to consider that. TJ Hockenson at price is definitely somebody that we're going to be going and buying in Dynasty Fantasy Football. So I think that was 5 guys, right?
Yeah,
that's it.
5 guys.
5 guys. Burgers and fries that you should be buying in your Dynasty Fantasy Football leagues. Boom.
There we go.
No look bump 2. We are on it today. Although you leaving the set was one of the goofiest things we ever did. And that's why I wanted Josh Jacobs, because I knew I was going to do that. But all right, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've got Dynasty Fantasy Football content coming out constantly for you. So if you play Dynasty, you're going to want to be here. And it helps when you subscribe. We're getting to 4K this week. High fives. All right, flockfantasy.com/domain for all of our exclusive content, all of our rankings, and you can get a team blueprint as well. Like on 3, 1, 2, 3. Nathan was late.
No,
we'll see you
my
later.
gosh.